Now, Morris Bart, if you know, you know. The real prize on the parade route is a pair of glass beads. Today, we're learning about this traditional carnival throw.
That is right, Morris Bart. This is truly a coveted throw, and I love glass beads. But have you ever wondered how they are actually made? Well, I'm out here today at Pollack Glass Studio Gallery to learn a little bit more about how you make glass beads. Let's go.
I think they're still special. I mean, there's something precious about glass.
This is Andrew Pollack. He is the owner of Pollack Glass Studio Gallery on Magazine Street. This shop opened back in 2018, but Pollack's love for art goes back even further to when he was a child.
My mother, she's an artist and teacher. She was a potter and public school art teacher for about 30 years. So, you know, that's definitely how I fell into it.
While in college, Pollack took classes at the New Orleans School of Glass. There, he learned the foundations. He knew after graduating, glass blowing was what he wanted to do.
Until you see it or try it, you know, glass blowing, it's mesmerizing. It's a lot of fun, kind of melting the glass and creating with it. These have a special filter that kind of blocks out, you know, the infrared and the UV, the light that does damage to your eyes, and also protects your eyes from popping glass.
Pollack Glass is known as a place that represents the local glass community. They feature over 30 artists who create a wide range of work. They are also known for their classes. One they offer is glass bead making.
So in order to heat the glass, we have to heat it up slowly, otherwise it'll crack or it'll pop.
Catching glass beads on the parade route have been something many look forward to every year. Beads like these have been made for over 3,000 years. When it comes to how they are made at Pollack Glass, they use a technique called flame working or lamp working. It is one of the oldest forms of glass blowing.
We're manipulating glass rods and glass tubes over a flame coming out of a torch. And so anything solid is sculpted from the solid rods, and anything hollow is blown from the hollow tubing. Once you have this nice and hot, and this is kind of preheated for a minute, you can touch one to the other and turn.
The temperature of the torch they use is up to 2,000 degrees. Once the glass is hot enough and starts melting, you rotate it around the clay structure to help create the spear. I even tried it out myself. Get ready to catch these beads, okay?
Fall back on center. Yeah.
Wow, the crews need to call me. I charge them, okay?
You have to pick your colors before you start, and a lot of times they'll change when you're working it, because 2,000 degrees will do that to some of the colors. So I'd say the best answer to that is just experimentation is the best way to kind of learn how to control being able to change the colors and the shape and all that.
Once you've made your bead, it does take time to cool down, up to 24 hours. Not all glass beads are made the same. Pollack says the ones you catch on the parade route can be made using a different technique.
From my understanding, they blow a bubble and they stretch that bubble out very far, and so they get a tube of glass. They get a long rod of glass with a bubble, a capillary tube through it, and they cut that up and they tumble them in an abrasive compound, and that polishes them, and they're left with little beads called seed beads.
Many carnival crews are looking to incorporate more glass throws. Pollack likes that because he thinks they look better and they're more sustainable for the environment. If you catch one this season, he has a few tips.
Some of them, the strings can be very brittle, and so be careful. You know, maybe test it and be ready to kind of put those beads in a plastic baggie or something and restring it. And you see a lot of them restrung. But I always use the glass beads to pass along to a friend or to tip my bartenders with. And I feel like people remember those. And we can't just let it cool in the air. We have to cool it down slowly. And so sometimes that's done by putting it into a kiln, or what we call an annealer. This is a section of tubing that's being decorated.
Glass is made out of mostly sand, and making glass beads is a great way to start learning how to create other glass goods like chandeliers. It's truly a labor of love, so when you're screaming for that glass bead from a float this year, hopefully you'll also scream thank you to the artist who made it. Such a cool experience, and Pollack Glass holds bead making workshops on Wednesdays and Saturdays. They also participate in the first Saturday Art Walk on Magazine Street every month. For more information about all they offer and to book a class, log on to pollackglassnola.com or call 504-875-3627. We'll be right back.